Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. My first question would be, so how long were you in the military for?
3.5 years.
Okay. And do you want to describe a little bit on one of the reasons why you left the military?
Very, very high stress.
And it was affecting your sleep?
Yes.
Okay. So I just have a couple of questions for you. My first question is, when do you notice you have bad nights or sleep poorly?
If I'm waking up in the middle of kind of like an episode, or if I wake up and I feel like I got like maybe 3 hours of sleep after I've been laying in bed for 8 hours, 9 hours.
So the day after your bad nights, what are some of the things that you feel? So you have a bad night and then you go to work the next day. What are some moods that you feel or
Well, you feel very tired. Uh, your brain feels like you've been up all night, like your brain's been going nonstop. You kind of get like this weird forgetfulness. Sometimes you like do something that you've been doing all week, but when you go to do it, it just seems like it's way harder than it should be. You know, like
okay.
weird function stuff, kind of like that.
Is there anything that you notice helps you sleep well at night?
Um, just trying to practice like good habits, kind of going to bed early and just kind of staying in a dark room, trying to relax your brain. You know all the stuff they tell you to do, but really nobody really wants to do that stuff.
Yeah. So you've never been diagnosed with sleep apnea. You've had a sleep test before. So do you think that all of these bad nights are caused from stress, depression, all those more of symptoms and not an actual, health condition like sleep apnea?
It's definitely not sleep apnea. I think it's like high stress. Um, Makes me feel like I'm in like the lightest stage of sleep. Like any noise, like any movement in the bed or anything like that will cause me to freak out or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So, did you have any friends in the military that could kind of relate to you with this or that also had the same
Mhm.
issue?
Yes.
And you guys think it was mostly because of stress and maybe some people like depression?
Highly, highly likely. I've met people that have actually, you know, being out, being deployed and they've been blown up. You know, PTSD related. Yes, they have sleeping issues, or people that experience like heavy, heavy workloads, constant stress. You know, in the army, you go home and you're still working. It's not like you go home and you're like, oh, that was easy. No, you're still working because they could call you back and be like, hey, we're gonna go do this, and you're like, oh man. So it's a lot of work, constant, a lot of pressure on people, and
Okay. Well, thank you, Corey. I appreciate your time.